Feeling Minnesota and Chicago, Illinois. Winter heaters giving way to the coming of spring. I vanished into a puff of smoke and awoke with delusions of grandeur. A series of effervescent moments. The cat's paw casts shadows on the wall. I keep my secrets next to $40 in a desk drawer. Beyond the desultory drinkers lies mysterious night. Feeling Minnesota and Riverdale Park, Maryland. Strategic tortoiseshell glasses give away my last piece of gum. The deal was signed before I had a chance. I have to make an angel just to read the text, burning in a walkway beneath a rail viaduct. Sometimes I think too much, and when I don't, I do. Feeling Minnesota in Tempe, Arizona. The sun turns cold over President Street. Mama in her kerchief and I and my cat. Into the valley of death rode the 600. There's always a room to fill, and always enough to fill it with. I watched her say goodbye to the motorcycle guys. I felt the exhaust. Feeling Minnesota in a McDonald's parking lot on 36th and Haverford. Counting change from the cup on the dash. Thinking I should have called home. Wishing I couldn't hear the crying child from the next car. I asked her to dance during the second song. The snare drum covered with a wool sheet. Black pants melt into blue dress. Instant blinks committed to memory. Riderless bicycles stream through the streets, towards inevitable collapse onto sidewalk or collision with tree, jarring loose a couple of leaves from kingly perches on otherwise undisturbed spring day. Minnesota, my dear, I am never more than a few days away. Feeling Minnesota in Helmetta, New Jersey. Stacks of paper like childhood forts. Abandoned tobacco factories wait to be repurposed. Always an Allen wrench away. I went to chop some firewood, but the pile was frozen solid. Still, on the week, we've made incremental progress. Feeling Minnesota in Brewster, Massachusetts, where the bridges continually burn for you. The common trait we share is the one we're least likely to discuss. Set in gelatinous stasis, a butterfly held by a pin. Head, thorax, and abdomen are born and reborn. No matter, it stays cold outside. We will always have the moment on the bridge, fleeting ultimate acceptance, the two of us breathing the same air briefly, before drunkenly falling in the snow in front of your apartment building. Carrying boxes of forgotten sweatshirts and notebooks, now mine again. A plug crudely ripped from a socket. This and nothing more. Feeling Minnesota and San Francisco, California. It's 6:43 in the morning, and there are 1,000 things to do. Surrounded by the slate gray of fog, putting the dread into everyone. Ms. Burns puts a scoop of roast in the filter, flips the switch and begins. High school seniors slide down the alleyways, exchanging kisses in the corridors under cover of flickering flashbulb. Feeling Minnesota in a post office in Topeka, Kansas. 2 horse-sized pills cut in half, clinging desperate to the back of your throat. A submarine pokes its periscope at you from beneath the murky depths. Like an eater of broken meats, I stumble, take a deep breath, close my eyes, and push out everything that isn't you. Repeat as necessary. Feeling Minnesota in Higganum, Connecticut. Caught in teenage crosstalk and mythical sexual encounters the farther you get from home. A gaze lingers a moment too long, pending tiny implosions. A single bird perched on a string darts from side to side, finding all of this fleeting. Feeling Minnesota in Cleveland, Ohio. Invited into arms where cold tennis bracelet rests on gap between collar and bare neck. You look like Fred Astaire, she said, always shooting too high. Cold gymnasium lights melt into dust pockets, slowly dissolving into the haze of time. Feeling Minnesota in a downtown hotel. Trying to be sick quietly while father sleeps. Sinister teeth soak on a bedside table. Lights from the parking garage bleed through the curtains. We come out here to be excited. To see the previously unseen. The mental cartography of our own little kingdom scrolls out into the street we grew up on. Feeling Minnesota in Sacramento, California, in Seattle, Washington, in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, in Tampa, Florida. Thoughts like squirrels muscling through eaves and dropped ceiling to find window-cracked gateway to night. Anonymous paragraphs leak onto the highway. In 4 a.m. screaming stillness and sweet, cool sea spray. Always laughing and looking away, always biding time, always feeling a little bit Minnesota.